to Kyiv and they
Yeah,
see people
exactly,
are partying
exactly.
and
But we did a survey inside. You don't really see it unless you go to the cemetery, and then you see a lot of, you know. First part is already assembled and ready to ship. They're just waiting for the green light when the legislation will be passed completely through the Senate. So we expect it's going to be until the end of this week, and then the shipment will go. And fortunately, the logistics for the shipments is already well established. Normally, it takes not more than 48 hours to actually come to the front lines. That, you know, like people are coming, like when senators are coming, they were preparing, like wearing the. We obviously have no source how to source the missiles, you know, like for air defense systems, in particular for the Patriot systems in the U.S. So we strongly believe that, you know, this is the number one priority for civilians, because like they protect civilian objects and cities, and the military production internal as well. On the front line, people mostly need shells, different kind of calibers, and they also need some aviation bombs, guided bombs, and stuff like that to oppose, because Russians are preparing for the counteroffensive, and we need massive stuff to stop them.
And then before you mentioned drones, um, is Ukraine still reliant on?
You have what strategic goals, and then you have military goals, which are operational. And I don't believe that the big counteroffensive will play out. Why? Because like we don't have this so many weapons, because Russians already used the moment to pump up their production. So it's always like when you have some advantage, 1 month later you have equality, you know, like, so it's very hard to get something in advance. So I don't believe this scenario, honestly. I believe that, you know, that together with sanction packages. Why? Because we have this you know, hard power as weapons, and we have this soft power with policies and sanctions. To this date, sanctions did not work as expected, honestly.
Є. Наведено.
It is actually line. It's like those who it is easier because you get the contract between the Ukrainians were not surprised. We were waiting for support, and all our diplomatic job, all our parliamentary diplomacy, we did a lot to give all the details why we need this assistance and what our armed forces is preparing for this summer.
The front line now, you know, will it be able to lift?
Probably we expect that the armed forces will ask the soldiers to hold the line. This is first. And the second, they will, after they will get all the ammunition and all the assistance in the middle of summer, during this time when the soldiers will hold the line, will prepare the new strategy of the offensive operations, and probably the middle of summer, at the end of summer, we'll see some movement, offensive movement of the Ukrainian armed forces.